to do that. They did have some like couple, like he said, like a little bit of drafting stuff, like when a little bit too many ideas were coming out and some mistakes came out because of that. We'll see if they can change up. Right away, I love looking at this because I'm actually just in love with this international because of the diversity we're having with the teams. Everybody is looking at the game completely differently. Look at this. We have first pick Batrider. Last game was like first pick Liches and Winter Wyverns. Batrider completely ignored.
TNC's turn.
It's amazing. You can just see teams playing pretty much anything.
And that is, whew, Silencer first pick. I like, I mean, as you say, picking up the bat first. Going to expect things that are incredibly strong against it, picked in response, and also obviously a bit of a block pick. You do not want to let a team have the opportunity.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. I think TNC are actually, I want to say, one of the teams that really likes
5
playing.
seconds remaining.
They like playing the bat silencer themselves. They actually tend to draft in the first two to be able to get that initiation. I think they just really like the silencer though overall, and it's seeming to be a pretty damn strong hero from the majority of games that I see it. It looks pretty commanding. There's no like real straight initiator to find him in the fray. That's the big thing, is like when you're playing versus these silencers, just like when we used to see versus the Warlocks, we used to see teams always have like I don't know, something to find that hero in the backlines, like a Clockwork with the Rockets or something like that, to find that silencer in the backline. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Secret maybe do something like that. Maybe they go for like a Zeus. Who knows? I know Yapso really likes it and it finds exactly where the silencer is located. So TNC goes for the opener that we saw earlier, actually. Legion Commander Silencer.
And it pretty much, as we were saying earlier, if you silence a bat, you get silence a Legion. It's pretty much the next best thing.
And it's super good versus bat, because now Legion, great versus bat. You can move the lasso, you can move all the stickies. And Silencer, super good versus bat as well. Yep. Not just because of the Arcane Curse with the sticky napalm interaction, where you keep refreshing it on yourself over and over again, but Batrider makes a jump. If he doesn't grab the Silencer, he globals, his team's able to counter-initiate.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the opening of this draft, it's like Secret, they've shown the paper, and TNC, they've shown the scissors. You've got to say these two heroes together, you're happy with that opening. We'll see which way Secret want to go, though. They pick up the Elder Titan. Interesting one. Not one that we've seen too much in our games. Definitely one that has been picked, but it's been touched about with some of the teams in 7 so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've seen it a bit, but in the first two, I got to go glance around. I got to see if I've seen that at all. I don't think I've seen it in the first two.
I think was it Secret that I think Secret might have played it.
5 seconds remaining.
There definitely has been played here. 7, I'm pretty sure.
I know I've seen the Elder Titan, because I saw one at least in the offlane, I believe. I think Infamous ran one in the offlane. I think did we get to do that one? No, we didn't get to cast that one, but King Tekka definitely played it in one game, and I'm pretty sure I saw another, but opening it up in the first two is definitely different.
And we'll see where that goes. I mean,
I'm wondering if maybe because of all like the other 4s that are kind of banned out, and since Clockwork has been looking actually pretty poorly at this tournament. He has like a 30% win rate or so. Maybe this could be Yapsor's hero, and they're trying to do this kind of dual pressure lane with the Batrider to force him to get experience. We used to see like Batrider Sand King, Batrider Nyx, etc. Could be a possibility. The Sand King was still in the pool, but they didn't look at it. Not too sure. I guess we'll see what game plan Secret really would like to do with it.
We'll see where they go with this third ban Secret.
Remaining.
To
TNC's turn to ban.
Make sure that there's not going to be that lack of control which TNC can provide, and get rid of that Weaver. It's going to be very elusive, hard to catch as well for these two, especially with the fact that there's this Silencer and Legion in the game.
Yeah, I think every time you open with Bat, I think you have to 3rd/4 ban the Weaver. It's just too damn good versus it in the game. Like laning phase, it's too good. In the midst of the game, it's too good. Like you get your Lincolns, you're way too elusive for the Batrider to gank.
5
just too good of a matchup.
Remaining.
Cells to target those that may work well with the Elder Titan. Still yet to see really what the main benefit is going to be of this early reveal of the Elder Titan pick from Secret's draft. DK is actually going to be the ban. It's just a bit of an interesting one. Doesn't necessarily strike me as one that they normally put mid one on most, but he does a very strong pusher.
He likes the hero, but yeah it's a bit different to see them banning out just those early kind of tempo 5-man heroes, the Necro and the Dragon Knight. These heroes that kind of just unite your team and allow you to kind of death ball in a way. Very interesting to see them ban both out.
Secret. It's going to be the Storm Spirit. So again, I mean, but Storm, Weaver, Darkseer, all really heroes that we've been saying fall into that category of ones that you don't really want playing a bat against, because they will be building to avoid your Blink Lassos. And the Storm,
Storm with Silencer, you can start the fight. You just zip in, Silence goes off, and pretty much kill anybody and start the fight 4v5.
I think definitely, though, to look at the Elder Titan pick, you maybe say that the Yapsor Zeus is an opportunity now because of the aura. Works very nice with the Zeus pick. certainly complement it. So that could be the plan with the Elder Titans. Secret going sort of down that spam route with that high magical output.
We get a Kunkka. We have not gotten to see a Kunkka. Oh no, we got to see one
yesterday.
We got to see one from Empire.
But they did Kunkka Shadow Demon yesterday.
Yes, that's right. This hero has been owning. Last time I checked, this was of course before the series, the 2 series that happened earlier, the series that happened earlier. This hero had I think it was 10 games, 90% win rate, or 85% win rate, something along those lines. But it's mostly been LGD who's been playing it, who has been dominating the group stages. Incredibly good hero though, with the amount of catch that you can do. With the X, it's just such chasing potential, gives you great team fight.
Another great way to react to the bat as well. You know, he blinks in, suddenly he's not going to be able to drag that target away. You can rip him straight back towards you after forcing out.
Yep.
So very nice in that respect. And yeah, just the range of the Torrent as well. Being able to catch that Elder Titan like mid-stomp. You know, if he's in vision, it's going to be very hard for the Elder Titan to get that sleep out. Yeah,
and if you can, like, if you see the Bat Rider lasso coming in and you're in a good position, you can just throw the RUM.
Yeah.
And you can just save your teammate from that as well. That damage reduction can be very useful versus this.
Let's see what Secret's answer are and what they want to do with this Elder Titan. It's going to be the Invoker.
Invoker already, without seeing the opposing mid laner.
I think you can definitely afford to do that though, this hero, especially being mid one on it. It's incredibly strong.
He's got set up from the Bat Rider as well.
You've got that disruption to sort of break up any sort of dual attempt from Legion. You can turn it around with the Sunstrike. TNC there, they're quick with a pick and response.
That's
it's going to be the PL.
I was expecting TA or PL there from TNC. So the way that they play.
So you're taking that to the mid lane to get that favorable matchup.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, well, actually, not definitely, but likely.
It could be likely.
More than likely.
I mean, that silencer now as well, is that looking more to be the support duo with the Conqueror?
Yeah.
You don't think it's going to be a core silencer?
No, not this time around.
5 seconds remaining.
I think they usually almost exclusively run it as support on TNC.
They're not one to do it safely.
TNC's turn to bat.
Lone Druid!
Secret.
At least in the past, when the past was I've seen it.
The Lone Druid pickup, so that will be MP on the safe lane Lone Druid.
So they're going to have like him kind of be left, they want to have a hero that can be left alone a bit.
And I guess one that could do fairly well in a 1v1 matchup, say if they find it against the...
Yep.
Yeah.
5
Gives them like sieging now. They have very good objective taking on the side of Secret. Once like the bear gets online, they have the alacrity plus the bear for sieging can be super threatening. Their team fight though it's okay. It's just they do take some time to get online for Secret still so far. They don't really have like that big kind of ultimate that brings them together like a boat, like a Silence of Global. It's just the Bat Rider lasso. The other heroes, it's just like they need time to get online. Lone Druid takes quite a while. Either goes for the Radiance build or the range build that I think we saw Cheesy use yesterday. And Invoker, of course, you need Minus, you need Aghanims to be that big thing. So looking a little bit, I would say a little greedy for Secret at the moment.
I'm going to guess this final pick we're expecting to be Yapsor's hero. You imagine Puppy will be the one to play the Elder Titan, won't he?
10 seconds.
Yeah, more
by the
than
looks of
likely.
it, saving Yapsor here for this final selection, and maybe this is going to be that
5
playmaker that you say they sort of require, that sort of team fight presence. You know, Yapsor definitely has a few heroes up his sleeves where he can pull that out with.
We did mention the Zeus. It doesn't look great with their lineup overall, but it's great for PL and Silencer.
Okay, it's going to be Yapsor on the Elder Titan.
Is that the first? Is that the first CM of the tournament?
It could be unless we missed one today. Because
Yeah.
definitely yesterday there was no CM picks. So you're right. It could certainly be the first one. And if no one else has picked it so far on day 2. But yeah, the CM, Puppy CM coming through.
10
seconds willing to
remaining.
play the Elder Titan.
According to Dota Buff, according to what I just checked, there has been no Crystal Maidens picked still. So I think that might be the first CM of the tournament, which is absolutely ridiculous because this was like the most picked hero at Kiev Major and afterwards for quite a while.
I mean, no surprise really that the team to pick it is Secret.
see
Definitely
how
something
tiny?
that Puppy's always loved.
Look how tiny Crystal Maiden looks.
I mean, she is only tiny.
Is she really that small?
Yeah, she's only she's only 6 years old.
She looks really tiny in comparison to look at this Elder Titan and Invoker. They're massive in comparison. Look at Kunkka in comparison to CM. Kunkka's 3 times the size of her. So now they at least have like the duo kind of combo. And that hero brings them together a lot. But
the TNC
special. So now, like we said, we didn't know for sure if the PL was mid. Now it's going to be the Tinker mid, PL safe lane, and Tinker versus Invoker is a very hard matchup versus Invoker.
And the obnoxiousness at the Kunkka Tinker combo.
Yes.
Game. It could be nasty. We'll see how Secret can do this game.
I like TNCs.
I do like TNCs as well.
Because their first 4 are more aggressive. They can make more plays and just kind of like run at them. The Tinker is like the security blanket with the PL. They're like, all right, we can take it to the late game. We win. We're good in the lanes and we're good in the aggression. So I do like that. We'll see if Secret's able to pull it away with the mid one Invoker.
TNC versus Secret, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of this 2-game series. Drafts are in.
10 seconds remaining.
See how it plays out. Just waiting for Yapsor to pick up his Elder Titan.
5 seconds
Grab it,
remaining.
my boy. See with some very comfort picks. Same can be said for Secret. You've got the Kezu Bat, of course.
I'm wondering if
CM, he lives on that hero.
I'm wondering if they're going to do the old approach that they used to do on Secret, where they start like the aggro tri-lane with CM. Well, with CM +1, +2, like plus Kezu and Yapsor's heroes, they leave MP alone, which Secret loves to do, and they have Puppey kind of just jungle at the start afterwards, just to make sure that he gets his levels, and then they make it away and just make sure that Kezu has a good start because they don't want him to suffer because that's the way Secret plays. They play a lot around Kezu having his farm, having his items. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them try that kind of aggro.
Getting ourselves in. Let's see what the lanes are, see what they do. Start. 1437 silences for that.
It is.
Look at that face. It's got some sort of juggernaut mask on. That one.
Pretty sick looking one. I have to say,
Prepare for battle.
I always loved watching Cuckoo and Raven. These two guys always on TNC have been outstanding like performers. They always end up having like 25 kills, 24 kills, like 1 death or something. So I always keep eyes on them, but not only just them, don't want to sleep on the supports, Tims. This guy is always a beast whenever he plays like his Earth Spirit or whatever roaming hero he does. So eyes on him and Yapsor to be making the plays around the map for their teams.
Tims, bit of a wallop there from Yapsor. And I mean, which lane do you feel is going to suffer the most? Who's going to have the hardest time in this opening? The lanes looking to be pretty much as expected with the safe lane tri-lanes coming out.
Depends on how they start. I think they are going to start the tri-lane aggressive. That's what I'd imagine.
Oh, you think they will?
It's a very secret thing to do.
Ah, yeah, they're switching it up now.
Yeah. This is like that's their bread and butter usually. So we'll see if they do want to do that one. I would say probably mid one if they don't actually help him because Tinker versus Invoker is a pretty hard matchup for the Invoker. Mid one is one of the more comfortable ones on it though. So we'll see how he's able to do. Massive amount of pings coming out. Secret seems to want to try to deward lane ward that TNC places, but TNC this game did not prioritize it. They prioritized putting the mid ward, and they prioritized putting the ward kind of watching where the Crystal Maiden's movements would be through the jungle.
Smart money.
See any bounty runes being stolen? Each side grabs the couple.
The double, look at the 3-man block in mid lane right now by Secret. They really want to make sure that mid one gets the perfect block for that mid lane.
I mean, at this rate, it's certainly going to be the better block. So he should have that high ground control as the waves meet.
So Sam H right away top lane. I think he's recognizing he's going to be versus a solo lane, and he's going to pull the creep wave. That could be really nice if he's able to meet it with his creep wave in the middle of those 2 towers. So they're just, okay, so they're actually just going to leave Kezu to start bottom alone. Puppey's just going to straight up start jungle, and they're going to do the dual lane mid just to make sure that mid one can actually get some farm. Yapsor eating some heavy harassment though with the torrent.
Yeah. Tim's on point there with that, holding back the Elder Titan.
Demised.
Both teams requiring this secondary support in that mid lane.
Sam H was able to meet the creep wave in between his 2 towers, so he's able to deny majority of that wave, but MP also did the same thing with his wave, so top lane should be pretty much farm versus farm until Lone Druid gets level 5 where he can start putting a bit more pressure. Kezu though during this, he knows he's versus a dual lane because the Kunkka's forced middle to try to help the Tinker a bit. So Kezu should get a good chunk of experience and blast hits down here, which is going to be very nice for him.
Again, to land the torrent, going to make another bit of an attempt onto mid one here.
Oh, they've got laser rocket.
Bring him down, and that's going to be your first blood. This mid lane looking pretty scary indeed. I mean, you said
we were saying, man,
it's never going to be nice for the Invoker. And
it's the Tinker versus Invoker kind of matchup. You're significantly kind of squishier than the Tinker as an Invoker just because of the burst that Tinker has and the skill build that you can go, which we'll probably see him get like 2 laser, 2 rocket, and then he'll hold skill points or something along those lines.
Certainly has to be careful with that. Tim's Kunkka hanging around. Tim now making the move back over. And we'll get eyes on Kezu in the jungle.
This will do nicely.
Let's play around with him a little bit. Does have 40-37 herding across as well. Lands the curse out. Forces the Firefly out, and Kezu has to back off. So it's creating mass amounts of space for the safe lane PL.
Puppey in the meanwhile just still continuing to jungle. Finds himself an Arcane Rune on Crystal Maiden. Probably the best rune to jungle, of course. So it's only like 80 more for your Frostbite rather than that 150 or 140 that it is. Bear top almost actually gets brought down by Sam H, getting very aggressive.
Sam H diving right in deep for it. CS on this top lane, 10 for 5 at the moment on MP. A slight lead, but I'm saying a lot's being found by this offlane Legion.
Yeah.
They're keeping up the farm. Sam H he's loving life up here. He doesn't mind it at all.
He should be able to, he should be able to farm well. It's until that level 5 comes out where it's actually threatened. He still has to be like a little bit concerned of just standing there because you just eat the double right clicks. Pretty much 2 heroes. That's what Lord is. Midone though still, he's doing fine, you know, with the CS at least. He's 12 and 6 to the 12 and 6 Tinker, so that help he's gotten from it, the Elder Titan, and being able to use that Fort Spirit is doing well for him. But now the Torrent comes out, they've got level 2.
Again, another connection. That will be the Absol play with the Stomp, trying to hold them back. The X-Mark onto Midone, dragging him in. Quite going to have that extra round of burst yet up on Kunku's Tinker.
Forcing an early Ice Wall. It's a big heavy committal that Midone had to do. Almost getting torrented again. He has to be very careful of getting hit by those. Definitely almost in the burst region with the laser rocket.
Very scary mid lane indeed.
Kuku's eating a lot of damage.
Very aggressively there, as you say, just knowing that Midone was close to that threshold, that the nuke damage would be enough. Quite going to be cancelled. Try to get the full duration out of it. Himself in pretty good position, but as you say, Midone is keeping up. He's keeping on rate with the farm despite this pressure. Yapsor's presence certainly working out in terms of just evening the flow of this middle lane.
Yeah, having that the high ground vision ward as well as the ward inside of the enemy jungle, being able to watch the Kunkka's movements is really helping Midone control the lane and know when he can walk up and play a little bit more aggressive.
We'll see when Puppey starts to make some movement towards the lanes. He's level 3 now. On the CM, Puppey wants, of course, in the aura to help out the team. Yapsor trying for the sleep, won't quite find it. Now going to bite into Kuku there with the cold snap, but there's the X-Mark into Torrent turnaround. Yapsor in trouble. Rocket and Laser are going to be up in a second.
He doesn't have mana for both, though.
Oh, I can't quite get him range either way for that Laser. Lucky for Yapsor that he keeps just the distance to get back to safety.
Kezu's feel great in this game, though. Level 4, Tranquil Boots finished, getting as much as he absolutely wants in the bottom lane, also contesting the hard camp. He's actually going to be able to get most of it here. Oh, actually, TNC gets both of the big creeps there with the Silencer and the PL.
I mean, all in all, in this opening 5 minutes, no one is really being kept that far behind.
No.
Offlane is pretty much on the same level in terms of farm and XP. Mid lane, other than that first blood, it's starting to just even out between the two.
Kuku's a little bit behind on the XP, just very slightly though, because of the Kunkkas staying there with him a bit longer. Looks like TNC wants to go for their first smoke rotation with the Silencer and Kunkka. They've got it ready. It is still nighttime, and here we go.
Level 3 on 1437.
Should be a pretty easy kill on Midone if they're able to get the X, and it looks like Tim's is going for the full wraparound just to make sure, since it is that level 1 X.
They do have, obviously, Yapsor with the availability to try and hold back any sort of play with the Spirit and the Stone. But, of course, if he gets caught out as well, if he's the one to get gone on, things could certainly get a bit trickier. We'll see if they can close the distance. Midone moving forward. Brought down a little bit by the laser. Yapsor still in good position to react. This Torrent is going to miss here. They try and go in with that one.
Kezu's in the area, too.
Look at that as well. Yapsor hits the 3-man sleep, holding back TNC, and indeed with a rotation from Kezu, they get one. They may even get more out of it as well, as the 3 stacks of Napalm build up on 1437. Kezu heading in deep, looking for that Silencer kill. He should get it. He does. He may pay with his life as the tower comes flying through with the hits. Kuku as well. No, he can't quite reach him. Kezu gets out, and indeed Yapsor with these stomps, making sure that Secret have the chance to turn. Oh, Kezu, don't come back in here, son. Hold it.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he is definitely.
Oh, that's so much actually going for the Kunkka there.
It looked like he could have gone out. He just got the bouncer in and ran past the shrine. Maybe he's worried about someone TPing to the shrine.
I think that's...
He was kind of stuck in a bit of a hard place there.
That's massive for Tim's getting there, though. Yeah. Level 4. No. But the 3-man stomp from Yapsor, but also not even just the 3-man stomp, it's the place that Kezu was, like that presence of mind about being in that mid lane to be able to get those 2 kills.
Yeah. All in all, though, obviously because of Kezu's rotation towards the mid, Raven did find a free tier 1 down on the bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
Objective taken here for TNC. Still very close in the early days of this game. For 2, 1437 has got an invis rune. Sentry's down in the middle though for Secret. Silence to do too much in terms of surprise there. Top lane, MP trying to get some pressure done onto this tier 1 there. Bottom lane, Raven, he's feeling pretty free here. Even with Kezu coming in, there's not really too much Kezu can do in terms of killing the PL on his own. Can certainly cause an issue and try and slow down the farm. They are bringing Yapzor over as well. He gets a good sleep there. There is the chance for the Kezu to close the gap and get on top of these two.
They do see him though, you know. They have that op sword, so they see Puppy and Yapzor walking in. Puppy's he's just still been jungling, huh?
We've
I don't
not
think
seen
he's
him in a
moved
lane.
from it yet.
He's not been to a lane yet.
It's about to be level 5, so he's gonna have maybe if he wants the 2-1-2 build or even level 3 aura, so goes for level 3 aura, and maybe he'll just continue jungling. Get the aura online for his team, so they can farm better, and yeah, maybe he doesn't really have like great lanes to gank. Maybe he can set up for mid with the Invoker, but Faudum isn't really a great ganks top either. But soon we'll see him definitely making motions with Elder Titan since he does have that smoke.
Absolutely. And then, as you say, with the levels that he's got, he's going to make a good impact when they turn up to him.
Smart money.
Top lane, Tim's, he's got his eyes out. Wants to set up for a dual potential with Sam H, but MP is playing it super safe. I believe, yeah, they've got that dire observer ward down, so MP knows exactly what's up.
And now they're starting to make, this is where they're like, okay, well, there's a Kunkka top. We can eat, this is the easy rotation for Secret to make CM and Elder Titan making their way up. They should be able to grab at least one of these heroes if they're able to close the distance.
TNC are being smart with their movement. They're already starting to back up. By the looks of it, means the Secret can't quite get the catch. There's going to be some space for Cuckoo in this mid lane, with mid one obviously heading away from the lane, knowing that he himself isn't going to have the support backup that he needs with the rest of his team, looking towards trying to find some action up top.
Yeah.
So this is a free lane for Cuckoo as he obviously races towards those boots of travel. 1300 towards the recipe at the moment.
Interesting, the patience from Secret there. They were like not really trying to make the aggressive plays because they don't really have the damage of those type of like offensive heroes like Lone Druid, CM, Elder Titan right now. They don't really, you know, they're not really killing at this point. So they're just trying to secure the Lone Druid's farm. Instead of going for the aggressive, they just watch it and secure it.
Back to mid lane, you know, mid one straight back in as soon as Yapzor's back in the lane.
Dire's top tower is under
Safe now,
attack.
bottom lane, Kezu trying to make a move onto Raven. Spirit Lance slow, of course, meaning Kezu can't really go for anything more than just forcing the PL back, but just get him out of the lane, gives Kezu some space to now start working towards the Blink Dagger.
So it will be the double Midas coming out for Secret as expected. The Lone Druid and the Invoker getting it pretty soon. I mean, Lone Druid's got his already. Invoker about 500 gold away. Should be
gold for my
on that one
chest.
very shortly. Well, Kezu is. Did he go for the? Did he actually finish the drums first, or did he? Okay.
It doesn't.
He has
look like
two
it,
pieces,
no. Yeah,
and then he's gonna just go back.
Yeah. I mean, he could still change his mind, of course.
Yeah, of
but
course.
I guess this is the point where maybe it's, you just feel like if you can get
Radiant's
that goal for the
bottom
Blink,
tower
it's
is
worth
under
it.
attack.
It can make all the difference at this stage. Mid lane, trying to move in up to 1437 with the cold snap. They'll land the sleep. Meteor flying through as well. Really quite enough to tick down the silencer.
Radiant's bottom
1437 will
tower is under
survive
attack.
behind the safety of his tier 1. Top lane, Tim's trying to make a bit of a go, but MP's up on it. It's the first hit route. Damage is there with the heal, saves him, gets Tim's out of range of the Sunstrike. Puppy getting nuked down. Trying to see if we can get the catch onto Sam H. Yapzor's there as well. We'll get the slow. There's the torrent, holds back two of them, but the sleep's there from Yapzor, holding back Sam H. And sets up the kill for Secret.
Nice. Maybe we can get themselves that nice kill. And MP picks it up, which is great for him to accelerate rather than the supports. And what do we say, Raven? Raven is just going for the straight defusal rush as we always see on the PLs. No Soul Ring though. We do tend to see the Soul Ring pick up first just so we can always have that mana to people to spam constantly.
Yeah, we saw that with last series from Noto with great effect. This is beautiful.
Ooh, it's a triple stack. It's the dream right here.
Oh,
It's might even get TNC too.
We'll take it. There we go. Lasso, Sunstrike. They get the kill. Is that stack going to tick out to the Firefly? He's obviously have to leave it, Kezu. Did he get much from the stack?
He got one,
He got a fair few.
two. Oh, he only got one of the big cubes, but
he still got a fair bit. I mean,
took most of it.
yeah.
And he gets a kill.
Dire's bottom tower
Yep,
is
he's
under
happy.
attack.
Absolute dream. Oh no, they just shrine away from mid one. Mid one needed that shrine. You guys.
Tinker's going to head over. Dude, where's my creeps? Gone.
Yeah, he pinged it.
Yep.
Thieben pinged it, and he's like, they took our stack.
Feels bad and a half.
Kezu also spots that they have an ancient stack.
Just off the back of that, Kezu well
Dire's
on
middle
his
tower is under attack.
I love that he's playing very aggressive though. You know how like
Yeah,
you see like
moving around.
his positioning all over on the map from Kezu. It's because he's playing with the double and Midas
Dire's
lineup. He
top
wants to be
tower
that guy
is
who's like
under attack.
forcing action. Because otherwise it's going to be TNC able to make plays all over the place. So right away they're smoked up. They're looking for that Tinker farming the woods. but now they know he's bottom, so they're looking for a wraparound on that mid lane.
Radiant's
They
bottom
can get it
tower
here.
is
Sammy
under
champ
attack.
1437.
No lasso for 30,
Targets.
but Elder Titan coming in as well to help.
More heroes are secret, really set on trying to make something happen here.
Radiant structures
Back
are
to the lane, Cuckoo getting caught up by the slow. Look at Yapsor standing up here with the sleep. Bam! He's got
3-man.
3. Have they got the follow-up? Sunstrike's not going to be on point. Tim's turns up. They're not going to dive in any deeper, see.
Nice.
Back away.
Dyer's
Nice
top
patience
tower
by
has
Secret there,
fallen.
though, like being able to disengage like that, not overcommitting by any way, just understanding that there's too many heroes there for really them to overcommit without their big ultimate on the Elder Titan.
Some big items done for TNC now. Diffusal Blade finished on Raven. Savage has the Blink Dagger. One lane, Cuckoo spot him out in time. Not quite. Not quite enough time to get that stomp down.
If only Flame Break, still stunned.
Dire are scanning.
So this is just, yep, it's Cuckoo just trying to stall the game, stall those tier 1 tower pushes as long as possible for Raven to get online with that PL. And he's starting to get online. Diffusal finished on the way toward that treads if he chooses to do so. And they're smoked up top. They're ready to take an engagement around this PL,
Dyer's
probably
middle
expecting
tower
Secret
is
to
under
react.
attack.
But that
PL
push.
play. If it's going to be successful. 1437, very close to that level 6.
Why he's still not 6, huh?
Yeah. It's quite a slow one. Yeah. He
Dyer's
does need it. I mean, it makes all the difference.
is under
Just having
attack.
that global.
Secret's bringing heavy reinforcements toward that top lane.
It's going to be hard to get a catch, though. I mean, Samh is the
Yeah.
closest, and he does have the blink.
Once they have the blink bad, then they can actually go for it. But
Yeah.
he's one creep away.
I mean, he might get
2 creeps
baited
away.
into going in onto Kezu. They're hovering around in the tree line here.
Oh, if Kezu dies here, he's going to be the saddest person
Oh,
ever.
how close is he? Oh, he's so
He
close.
actually is 50 gold
He
away.
is so close.
I think he spotted them with that
Radiant
sticky.
are
Yeah, he saw
scanning.
them with that sticky napalm. And they also have an ops ward too that I think caught him. So TNC uses a scan and it does catch the heroes on the right side, so they are aware that Batrider was kind of a bait. Mid one halfway towards that Aghanims, and we have the Radiance
Dyer's middle
just a little
tower
bit away,
is
so
under attack.
about 30,000 click it's not online. But fairly even game, pretty much.
It really is. I mean, and quite a
Dead even.
slow-paced game as well. With
Yeah.
15 minutes in, it's only 2-4. Teams getting objectives, but both being very good at avoiding
Dyer's top tower is under
unnecessary
attack.
fights.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they're both being very patient about not taking dumb fights, and also just, they had like that kind of mirror thing happening where they had the 2v2 in the mid lane, and neither of them wanted to get over aggressive. Batrider lasso.
He's got the blink out. There we go. Jumps forward. Global silence comes through, and that is going to be enough to buy some time for Samh. They look to move in.
Dyer's top
Oh, the
tower
flame break
is
actually
under
knocks
attack.
Samh out of the Sunstrike. Not the play the Secret wanted to happen there. They may still get the kill. They've got the sleep onto Samh. Out in return, though, the boat flies through. It's going to be TNC taking down MP, and maybe even more Raven moving forward, forcing Secret back there. And the flame break came out of the Sunstrike. A little unfortunate there. Hard to say if it. I mean, I probably would have got the kill.
It would have been, if it was even
Would have been
connected, it would have been
close.
close, yeah. But I mean, perfect timing for 1437 to get the global online. As soon as the lasso comes out, the counter initiation's there, and with Cuckoo able to always force Blue to travel up and join those type of fights, in the midst with the Rum,
Dyer's
they just
middle
didn't have enough
tower
damage
is
to
under
bring anything
attack.
down. And MP does pay. But now global is down.
Oh,
But
this
last as well.
He just jumps in. He's found himself a dual target straight in onto Yap, so they'll finish him off in time.
And a tower. That was very well played by Sam.
Actually, I'd say they finish him off in time. They don't. They were a little slow. Doesn't get the damage.
Oh, he didn't get the damage.
Didn't get the damage.
Is under
So
attack.
close.
They got the int though, right?
Dyer's
Yeah,
middle
he's got
tower
2
has
more now,
fallen.
so.
+2. So yeah, 4-4. TNC starting to take the towers. Definitely going to be a worry the fact that this Tinker's, you know, Cuckoo's hitting his stride, isn't he? He's getting the item timings that he needs.
He definitely is. They have
Yeah.
scary late.
He's pretty much got the blink. Blink dagger's like done. There we have it. Blink walks 16 minutes. You're fine. This is perfect for a Tinker.
Mid one's on his way toward that Eggs too, so you know he's
Yeah, both mid
700
laners.
away.
Yeah, both mid laners certainly hitting the timings that they But the question is, Cuckoo being where he is, how can Secret actually catching out this Tinker? That's the question.
yeah. I mean the problem is that they need to catch a Tinker so that they can get
Yeah.
these tier 1s.
Dyer's
These tier
top
1s are
tower
causing them
is
problems
under
because if you
attack.
look, look where TNC's playing on the map. They're playing up on Secret's side of the map. They're playing inside the enemy jungle, while Secret is very limited to theirs. Like, you just look at the map control, you draw the line, and it's like Secret kind of has this. But you just naturally looking at that, they have way less to farm in comparison to TNC's massive amount all the way over here on the left side.
Bottom lane, they're hunting for him. They're hunting for Cuckoo. Oh, he's got the blink out to the side. They know where to self-find him. Get him with the lasso. Sunstrike as well. They do indeed catch him. Does take a lot. Pretty much takes the, well, 4 players plus a Sunstrike.
I don't even know if they're going to be able to force the tower, though, either. Kunkka's TP's down to already react for it. We see Puppy's pinging it out. Like he's saying like we should force this tower. We need to get an objective once.
I mean, they could maybe just kill Tim. I mean, more TPs are coming through. You're right. There's the setup, bringing back the lone druid, bursting him down. Those Savage is there. Savage roars in time to make sure the duel's not going to be successful. MP go for the TP out. Does he make? Oh no! The X marks there just in time. Great play from Tims. Brings back MP on the lone druid. They will take him down. They'll hold on to the tower, find the big kill. This time, Sam H. No, he doesn't. He still doesn't get the damage. Poor old Sam H. Poor old Sam H. He doesn't. He never gets the damage. Oh.
Yeah, but
he's still happy. He's taking these kills.
Secret really wanted to get that tower. They were desperate, but TNC understands like what they want to be doing in this game. Keep those tier 1s as long as possible alive so that you have more places to farm on the map. You see, right away, you see 1437 drawing the lines on the map. He's like, we need to push out top, we need to push out mid. Be sure to keep doing that. We have majority of heroes bottom. Cuckoo, that's you.
Interesting build as well from Raven. Diffusal straight into Heartlines.
Yeah, it must be feeling like they're lacking damage on the side of Secret. It's pretty much just the Invoker at this point in the game.
Just knowing that you can outlive any team fight. Yeah. Well, they've managed to find a catch. The wards are out. They have the vision. They see that little CM hiding behind the trees.
Radiant's top tower
TNC starting to get a bit of momentum now. They're pushing down these lanes. Raven at the top of the net worth at the moment. 3.7k in that bank, so you can slowly start picking up the big old pieces of the hearts are asked.
Radiance, well, Relic should be coming out within the next 200 gold, but it's almost 20 minutes in. He still doesn't have it as the safe lane lone druid. That's very painful for Secret, having to be so set behind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Wanting to keep the pressure high. Tims, Raven, and Sam H ready to go. 1437's got the glow, but it's required.
They see that, they like know that Secret's not really making any big aggressive plays, so they know they're in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, they've scanned out MP as well. They know someone's here. It's a big catch. How close is he to the relic? He's got to be close on that bear. He's going to be caught out. There's the combo with the global silence. They'll get the kill. That is going to be the lone druid down. And indeed, he was so... He must have had the gold.
He had the gold. He had like 3860 something, so he had to go for the relic, but dies again as soon as he has enough.
And of course, as per tradition, Sam H still
not getting
this damage. Even though he's hit some amazing duels that are setting for this, he just never gets the payoff.
Yeah. Secret's having trouble just like forcing these lanes out so that they can actually like make aggressive plays and have a face on the map. If they don't have faces on the map, then that big telltale sign for TNC to be like, they're farming jungle, we can just kind of invade. If we see 1 or 2 bottom, we know that there's going to be an easy opportunity for us to go for that. Yeah. Now they place deep wards too, so they'll always know whenever MP does go there. Puppy X'd up.
He's caught out. X mark into the torrent. Looks like they're not going to follow in on it. A little low on TNC, so they won't get too crazy and dive this tier 2. They will.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's back in the game. Does he manage to pick up that relic? Okay. Very close.
Got it now.
Should get it now. He's got the money.
It's going to be very late though. It's already 21 minutes. He still does not have it as a safe lane going through. It doesn't help that, you know, the 3 deaths really hurt him, but it's also not having these towers. He doesn't have more places to farm.
That's now done on the Tinker. Already adding to the potential of his damage output and capabilities at this stage of the game. Still relatively early on in this game, like 21 minutes in. Pretty snappy.
Yeah, he's felt great. I mean, Raven actually, so he did full commit. I thought maybe he might change, but no, full committed. He's got the heart if he wants to buy it. The courier's going up there too, and
go on, Raven.
There we go, he bought it.
Shopping, there we have it.
So he did, okay, full heart. He is pretty damn tanky.
Yeah, do the numbers, is there actually the damage on the board from Secret to kill him?
It's going to be, for certain, quite tough. Maybe building the heart also to kind of deal with the in a different kind of fashion to deal with the Elder Titan aura, right? The natural order. Of course, the armor reduction is only from your hero, but the magic armor is around the spirit. So having that extra just surge of base HP versus the minus magic resistance and focus spells could just be enough to save him. So definitely a good choice. I mean, he's 22 minutes, he's almost 3,000 life.
I'll tell you what.
That was instant.
I thought he could have got that lasso off.
Did you?
It looked like he could have.
Okay, I was looking at mid for the smoke from TNC, so I didn't see it.
It felt like he had time there. Maybe not. Maybe the car's too long, but yeah, that point 37 silence out of response, and now straight away, moving in, looking for MP. Tornado will fly through. The boat lies down. MP will survive though, and this is Secret now. Looking for the turnaround. They turn towards the Legion commander, who's trying to get himself away. Samage, can he escape? He cannot. Will be taken down. Secret find the kill. Raven trying to stick around for more in this fight. The rocket's getting spammed out, forcing Secret back. But Secret will survive. They get themselves out of this one. Do get the kill.
MP was very close to dying there, but the lack of global, because they had to use it bottom to save 1437's life, definitely put its part there. And also they didn't have any creeps for Cuckoo to TP into to have that extra burst damage. And now bottom, they do find 1437.
They drag him in. Midbond goes for the tornado, TP out. And with the swag play, Raven will punch the Battle Rider, taking down Kezu. It's a Secret starting to get stuck into this game and getting some action in return. Jump forward from Cuckoo, trying to burst down Yapsor. Puppy's there to look to hold him back. Cuckoo will just jump to the sideline. TP out, Sunstrike not going to be on point. Will escape, get himself back to base. Yeah, so 8-7. TNC still with a slight lead, but Secret starting to show signs of being able to stop down this momentum that TNC have. Radiance is now complete, the lone druid. And maybe even thinking maybe that jump down the bottom as well was Kezu. Maybe he didn't want to lasso. Maybe it was literally jumping in and he was like, go on, global silence. Use it.
Debating it.
And maybe it was just a bait for the ult. Could very well have been that way.
Has fallen.
I thought they would still at least commit to kind of trying to kill him, right? That was the thing. Like I saw them jump on him, but they didn't even go chasing over and trying to actually go for the kill. And 1437 actually farmed himself a Midas somehow during all this.
Okay. What was he doing on levels now? He got a lot of space in that lane down.
Oh, so he's about to be level 12 when he uses that. Yeah, level 12 now. 2 global. Will be very useful. And the fact that he can actually scale.
Yep.
Quite nice.
Only 6 stolen intelligence so far. I mean, yeah, only to 6. Be expected in a game where there's not been that many kills. But it's not the smartest of silencers at the moment. To go. They've obviously, they've got to be aware of MP's farm starting to scale up nicely with that Radiance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Cuckoo, very well.
Dire's bottom tower
more than halfway.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Where these team fights are going to be very scary for Secret if they can't control this Tinker.
The Ags makes it very, very, very scary. So much teamfight potential that comes out from that. It's kind of the same concept as Tinker teamfight in comparison to Invoker teamfight. It's like when Invoker gets Ags, his teamfight's online. When Tinker gets the Ags, his teamfight's kind of online.
Waiting in the tree line up top to see if he could get a grab. See at the moment, not interested in hanging around up there. It's around as well. Find something. See, even Kuka just playing it safe. TP's up to the top lane, comes in from the tier 2, blinks up, lays down some of the march, making sure that he doesn't get caught out by
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Secret are trying to execute up here.
Secret have gained themselves a little bit of leeway to be able to push out a tiny bit, but still, same kind of thing is that they've lost all of their tier 2s. They've lost every single tower and have not been able to press forward and get onto TNC's side of the map still in this game. They're starting to have to place those Tinker wards to make sure that they can watch whenever Cuckoo is going for that split push. TNC seems pretty content with farming and kind of chilling out for now until they get their next items online from the Tinker and for the PO.
They're very close in there. What are we seeing next on Raven? Okay, just
into the Manta, yeah.
Okay. More orthodox items on the Phantom Lancer, level 16 as well at the moment. Kind of hanging around on that top lane, waiting for a bit of action for a bit of time. Can't quite find it. We're looking to get the BKB next as well to make sure that the global's going to be a little less of an issue and get something done in this fight without having too much of a threat of being controlled up by Tim's.
Yeah, he needs it because he's their. I mean, he's Secret's big team fight presence. So once he gets that BKB online, he can not worry about the global, not worry about the Kunkka spells as much, nor the Tinker. and just he can like run in and be like kind of that frontliner with the bear. So we've got what, AC probably being queued up next for MP. He actually hasn't queued anything because he has casual plate mail. That's probably it. And okay, Secret does claim themselves their first tower of the game.
Oh. TNC though, they're into Rosh on the back.
Is under attack.
You can take a tier 1 tower. We'll look for Rosh. Now can Secret get over in time? You can see the warding from TNC is super heavy round. We've got full vision of this area.
Very committed for Rosh. Secret looks like they know something's up.
They're heading over with the smoke. Looks like, yeah, they're going to be able to have the time to contest this. Where's the jump in? Yapsol looking to lead it with Spirit. Kezu up to the high ground. To focus the bear first. We'll bring it back into the torrent. Bringing it down low. Sleep comes out from Yapsol. Isn't going to catch too much out of it. In fact, the bear could be in a lot of trouble here. He's getting beat down upon by these illusions. Sent up to the high ground. Ags has just been finished on Cuckoo. And it could have been more of a perfect time for this Roshan.
And they have a ward on the high ground there too. So if he's set up, he can just literally spam the rockets. Yeah, he can actually force all of Secret back once he gets in position there with that ward. I mean, TNC has absolute pure vision of this team fight, while Secret has little to none.
I have always.
The thing is, obviously, TNC can't really take down Roshan that quick.
No, so they do not have great Rosh hitters. The PL and the Legion are decent at best.
Moment, they've only just taken down to half.
It's always the threat of the Bat Rider Elder Titan versus in the pit too. Just if you stack up, you can hit too many of the spells. And it's devastating. They start making their way back in once Secret backs up. Secret does have another smoke, which it looks like I think they're just trying to use. They're setting up for it at least.
Very hard really to catch out this PL with that stomp. Raven gonna have Doppelganger at the ready every time. He's back in, now manning up knowing that the stomp's unavailable for a little bit. Yeah, Secret kind of moving away from it. Not that close. I think they're aware that that ward vision is as great as it is by TNC, and they know that if they hang too near, they're not going to get the chance to jump in. Mid one, revealed down bottom, was looking to push that lane out. Tim's comes forward. As the Glimmer came, in fact, he's going to get the catch as well onto Puppy. Drags him back with the X-Mark Torrent. Puppy will Glimmer came himself up. Yapsol looking for the sleep to try and hold the guy silencer. No, but he gets purged off straight away from Sam H, allowing 1437 to get out the global. Raven now looking for the chase down, focusing MP. Savage Roar will be there from the bear to send TNC back. That is the global down.
That's global down and lasso down. They still have ET splitter, and so Secret actually should be in a bit of a better position to fight here.
There is still that Tinker threat, and already Cuckoo's starting to lay down the march of the machines. Jumping forward as well,
they do get the
out
D-ward.
those rockets.
So they do have the gem now on the Bat Rider to make sure that they don't have to fight around that vision in the Roche pit.
Still TNC not quite confident enough to get in and finish it off.
Mid one is set up down bottom. He sees Cuckoo for a second.
Catch him. That's the big catch. Ooh.
Oh, the tornado just misses.
Oh,
he loses vision.
Close. That would have been the
Sunstrike. He gets the cold snap.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it there with that. Can he finish off the kill?
He's got the deafening blast as well.
He should get this, surely.
The Spirit?
The Spirit's there as well.
Stop.
There, they've got him. That's the catch they were looking for. Getting that Tinker off the map, straight over to the Shrine now, as they'll head to contest TNC's attempt for Roshan. That's the perfect way to do it. Get that Tinker out of the game. Now you've got a much better chance of going for this Puppy. Indeed, lays down the ult. Sunstrike won't connect, but with the Tornado from mid one, they're forcing TNC away from the pit. Raven's ready to come back in though. Still with the illusions, causing issues for Secret, forcing them back. And yeah, Cuckoo's buying back. Knows that he's required for this fight. They need to have him here to have the chance of holding Roche. The boat flies through, connects onto Invoker, allowing Samek to get in with the jewel, and there's Cuckoo in his presence.
The Roche is going to get it.
Who's going to get it? Kezu gets the snatch. TNC will get the kill though. Can they bring down Kezu twice? They'll bring him down once. That's the Aegis gone. Diffusal Blade charge thrown down onto Yapsor. They'll chase him down up to the high ground. Kezu back in, trying to get them off his friend, but it's not going to work. Cuckoo's just doing too much as he gets the triple with the burst damage that he's flying out. Kezu gets out, but as we saw there, you know, it's all about the Tinker and where he is in this game. Secret knew it. They take him out. They say we've got a chance. Cuckoo says, I know that I'm required. Buys back straight away. They lose the chance of grabbing the Aegis, but they get the Roshan kill. They send Team Secret back to the base. Definitely worth the buyback.
And it's mid one that gets bursted down so heavily because he committed his BKB to get the kill bottom. So he didn't have BKB for the fight there. So he got X'd up and just completely comboed down from Kunkka and Tinker. So without the Invoker there in that match, it's like almost impossible for them to take the fight, even if they do take the Aegis. Every other spell isn't enough for them to take down this PL with the heart. He's just far too tanky. They should be able to get a Rex here, I believe.
To get the tower at least.
But they're actually just going to play it safe. Okay. Shrines are available.
This will do.
And yeah, Lone Druid was respawning anyway. I didn't think Lone Druid had a bear though, so I thought they were going to keep going. He actually does not have a bear for 40 seconds.
Dire's bottom
so maybe they didn't
is under attack.
They just didn't want to take a risk anyway. Tinker had bought back, so taking Shrines is a safer maneuver.
Smart money.
Hey! Absolutely. I mean, TNC, they have got the lead in this game at the moment. No real need to play it too crazily as obviously with the PL and the the Tinker looking to be in a good position for themselves.
Yeah.
They're scaling nicely despite the buyback. Off the back of that, a great fight, picking up the triple kill, still on his way. World towards the Hex as his next pickup. There, Raven actually going to be looking for the blink after the anti-style. So again, I mean, with the blink and the heart, the PL can be just so hard to deal with in these fights. They're zipping in and out.
Getting all the way into the back line instantly, that's going to be super useful for him. And yeah, the later and later it goes, like, it's Trico versus Trico, and you can never count Invoker out, though. So it's TNC's lineup does...
Invoker.
Yeah, TNC's lineup, they scale super hard because, sure, they have, like, the Tinker, PL, and Legion Commander who scale super hard, like, all throughout because they get... These heroes definitely get super strong toward the later stages, but it's also Silencer. He also does get a decent amount stronger. So we do have quite a game for us once it gets to later stages of just huge battles that can end up happening.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
See what the plan is here from TNC. It looks to just to be continuing to take these shrines off the map. Very little can be done by Secret due to this. Interesting purchase from MP. Picks up the hood now at this stage.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
So Radiance and then the casual plate man into the hood. So he's doing everything he can to just try and keep this bear alive, I guess, amongst the spam of this Tinker.
So much magic damage coming out from them, So
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Suddenly going to stint the offensive potential of the Lone Druid with this sort of a build. So we're 34 minutes in, it's not quite playing.
Definitely not.
In overall farm.
We have Kuka now finishes up the Bloodstone.
Radiant's bottom
level 19, so also with that Bloodstone he's able to actually get the level 3 rearm too, which is pretty painful in team fights, that 0.75 second rearm, just being able to spam those spells even faster. Also it's a level 20, so that 75 cast range, even though it's minimal, it's something.
I like that, because he did have the Hex queued up, but Bloodstone, it's the more fun item, because you just stick around in the fight for days.
Radiant
once you get those stacks,
like,
you rarely have to go back to base.
Yeah, when you go for the Hex, it's like a specific thing that you need a Hex for. It's like, oh, the reverse is an anti-mid, you don't have enough lockdown. The Bloodstone is more for just straight team fighting when there's no specific kind of situation that calls for.
Because overall, they've got pretty good lockdown. They have the X-Mark Torrent, they've got a Global Silence, they have the catch from the Diffusal Blade PL, they've got the Jewel. So
they've got more than enough like team fighting control, and you can just...
They just need that Tinker in the fights as much as possible.
Yeah, have that mana to be able to spam everything that you can.
Go, Sam H.
Go
ready to go quick with a blink out. Secret keep themselves safe. So he won't quite get the catch. I mean, mid one, pretty much playing mission catch Tinker at the moment.
Yeah, even picks up a blink dagger.
Yeah. He is just all about trying to make sure that he can punish Cuckoo if he slips up. We've only seen it happen the once so far, and mid one did need help to get the kill. He couldn't do it quite on his own. And yeah, TNC coming down, knowing that mid one's going to be looking for that sort of play.
They seem to just be having better reads of the map overall than Secret by a bit this game. It also helps when you take all 6 towers early on, so you're kind of like, you have a good understanding of where the enemy team actually can play.
This'll come in handy.
Up on top.
Damage.
Time again, still feeling safe. No one up there to be able to catch him. One will of course look for the Octarine. Where to go on it though. So a lot of his time has been spent looking to hunt down the Tinker, and then that's keeping him behind the farm of both Cuckoo and Raven, who still sits at the very top on this PL. Very, very stacked game at the moment.
Yeah, it's going for the butterfly, and it's going to be very hard to kill. Oh, they actually seem to find the Tinker.
There, it pays off eventually, as long as they can finish off the kill.
Yeah,
that's got a Radiance tick. And, he's going to lose these charges, will deny himself, but that's exactly what I feel they need to do, to hunt down Cuckoo, catch him out. Same time mid lane, Raven, at 40-37. We'll find Japsor alone.
I mean, Don't sleep on 1437 Silencer. I've seen this guy get a rampage on a 5 Silencer before when he was like 6 slotted. Look at his net worth. He is now pulled ahead of the Legion Commander, full Hurricane Pike finished up. So he is transitioning very well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Really coming in play now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
TNC to try and push without that Yapzor
Radiant's top tower
being in the
is
game,
fallen.
ready to hold them back with the stomp spam. Let's see how much they can get through this. 5 seconds and Tinker's going to be back as well to come and join the fray. One can certainly do a good job of holding them off with the tornadoes and the ice balls and such. The
Radiant's
bears
top
around as well.
tower is
Cuckoo
under
now
attack.
jumps in, starts to lay down the rockets, beginning to force Secret back. See just this rocket spam causing a huge amount of issues. Obviously works really nicely as well with the PL.
Yeah.
Having the illusions out, having that vision for the rockets to connect.
Blanket of the march over the racks too allows them to hold the siege decently. 2-man stomp.
Tornado follow-up. MP will look for connection onto Silencer, but 30 seconds quick out with the Hurricane Pike there. In trouble, gets slowed down by the Diffuser Blade. The Shrine trying to keep it alive. The Spirit Light's bringing it down low. Can they save the bear? Looks like they can. They will get the bear back out to safety. Illusions though causing issues for Puppey as he's again forced away from the racks. Yapzor again trying to hold them back with the stomp. TNC will back away.
Regeneration.
They had outside vision as well, so they were always able to see where TNC was positioned. Secret did that, is they placed one right outside their base to know how TNC was pushing. But just look at the wards coming up from Secret. You can see like they're like, we have to play this super defensively in this game. We don't have the map control. Shadow Blade on Kezu. Kind of looking for something here. He does have the gem though.
Obviously finding the Tinker again. Even on his own, he can certainly play around and cause some issues.
They see him though. They just caught a glimpse of him with that ward that they have on the high ground. Kezu's gonna get a view of it though, but they're starting reporting. Is he gonna be able to get out?
Or can they catch him?
Should be able to get out.
They're bringing in Sam H. Sam H trying to close the gap, but yeah, Kezu's already too far away with the Firefly.
Done. Gets rid of that quick ward.
This time and space is allowing MP to catch back up with the Radiance. Has the Maelstrom on the bet.
Yep. Going
Close
for that
there.
Mjolnir.
Very close to having it done as well. 37 as we see, very close to that level 18 as well. A lot out of it. Raven, money for the Eagle Song if he wants to start committing towards that butterfly. They're obviously in a game where KB is not going to be the item of choice on it.
No, I mean Bear eventually.
Yes.
But yeah, the
That's
Invoker
a
is
while
just
away.
spell damage. And we do have the Lotus Orb now finished up on Yapzor, who's been, you know, he's landed some nice like 3-man stuns, but overall I would say in comparison to his big shiny performances, he's been relatively quiet. This will help him at least be able to use, you know, use the spells in the team fights through the global. And it's also, I mean, Lotus Orb versus Tinker can also be super obnoxious. You're always able to like reflect his spells back at him, the laser in particular. If he's able to get, you know, it depends on what Tinker goes for next. Probably the Dagon 5 or something along that line. But reflecting any of those spells can be super obnoxious.
It's certainly been impressive how well Cuckoo's been able to keep himself out of harm's way. We've seen only really been picked out the twice.
Yeah.
Despite constantly, you know, Mid-1 and Kezu, they're literally solely just hunting down this Tinker with their Shadow Blades and their Ghost Blades. But Cuckoo somehow still able to for the majority keep himself a step ahead of them.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty damn good about doing that. You know, it doesn't have like you said, he does have to deal with 1 or 2 things, but it's not like it's like some Storm Spirit who can sit from across the map. It's an Invoker who's kind of like, you know, hunting you, and the Bat Rider has to be hunting you as well. It's much harder for them to really find him if he's playing the military though.
Overall, the game certainly slowing down. I mean, we're 41 minutes in, but it's still only 13-8. It definitely feels to be like one of the slower games of the group stages so far.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of expected. You know, on one side you have this lone druid, MP just focusing on farming, pushing the lanes out with the Radiant Spear, and on the other side Cuckoo doing the same thing with the Tinker and the Marching Machines, shoving the lanes out. Neither team really too interested in taking on a full 5v5. I mean, it's a little interesting that TNC have started slowing down how much they're doing with like the whole Legion Silencer combo. We've not really seen them go for any sort of pick-offs.
No, not too much.
Anymore.
And nor the X Tinker plays, right?
I mean, we're 42 minutes in, and Legion's only got 14 stolen damage. I mean, that's not to say Samek's been playing badly.
Yeah,
we have seen he's been hitting some great duels, but it has slowed down.
Well-gotten gains.
No, okay, so we've got a DD top, and Roche is up. This could be where the next kind of engagement kind of happens. They throw the Sunstrike. Aptor's getting in position to start throwing the Spirits into the pit. TNC still doesn't bring it down quickly, even with the DD rune. Their heroes are not really natural Roche hitters.
They're pretty safe Roche hitters, obviously, with the heart. Raven can duck and dive out of the pit, keep himself
Radiant's bottom
max
tower
health.
is under
They've got
attack.
a war on the high ground. It's going to get
Radiant
killed right now by the bear. So
structures are
TNC's vision does get limited a bit. Mid one trying to force bottom in the meantime while all this is happening. Get that tier 2. He's going to get that at least. So good trade coming out for Secret. Not even really trade because the Roche isn't dead yet. He's just making the space and utilizing it.
They're bringing Cuckoo. Smoke picked up. Ready to go.
Trying to do the wrap around. Okay. They want to wrap around and get on top of that hill that they know that
Radiant's
Secret was playing on
bottom
for so
tower is
long,
under
but
attack.
Secret seems to know something's up.
Gold for my chest.
Yep. It looks like started pinging around their bear, around the Lone Druid bear, so it looks like they kind of knew that the smoke was in that area.
Both teams very good at avoiding each other, it seems. And we're actually going to see as well from MP. He's going to be going for the Ags build on the bear. Yep.
Regeneration.
Step out that split potential.
Yeah, they have to deal with it, so they have to keep those lanes forced out to be able to take fights properly. So that's definitely one of the ways to do so. Invoker almost has the Octarine finished with about 1,000 gold till he has that, and that's going to make the team fights infinitely better for Secret. We've seen what happens when that happens. We've seen the Miracle Invokers, we've seen the mid one Invokers, we've seen what they can do once they get that Octarine level 21 plus.
There is that Hex now on Cuckoo.
So he did have it.
And mid one, I mean, he's obviously got the BKB, but he doesn't have anything like a so Cuckoo's quick. Mid one can certainly get caught out.
Yep. There's got to be some very good usages of the Lotus Orb. This is where, so since he went the Hex, that's actually the best item that Lotus Orb is versed, because removing it, but it's also reflecting it back at him can actually just turn the fight instantly. A bit surprised to see Puppey not really build anything to kind of deal with the global silence. He went for the Aether Lens, Drum, Ghost Scepter, you're going to Glimmer Cape on top, no Lotus Orb, not even like a BKB or anything like that, just these other type of items.
And there we have it. As you
Radiant's
say,
bottom tower is under attack.
So now it could certainly start to turn into a bit of the mid one show. 40-37.
Oh, he looks very dead.
Up here. He just comes up the mid lane and there you went Hurricane piking your way out of that one. Down.
Yeah, he was a bit out of position.
He kind of went down the lane whilst the rest of his team backed up. I think the team kind of looked at him and said, "What were you doing there?" We all went home.
Sometimes that happens. You're the 5 and you're like the shot caller for your team. You're just like, you're telling people to do stuff, and then you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Yeah.
Seems to be the case. It's down for 40 seconds. Roshan is still up. Doesn't look like Secret are going to try and do anything though in terms of taking Roche within that 40 seconds. I guess they themselves as well don't really have the quickest potential of bringing it down. They're pretty safe in terms of taking it because they have the bear, the Lone Druid to tank it, but
the Alacrity makes it a bit faster, but it's not crazy fast for sure.
I mean, to be fair, I guess in comparison, I mean, both teams probably could take it down at
Radiant's
a similar
bottom
pace,
tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's no, as far as I've seen, I'm checking again. Yeah, no Solar Crest, no Medallion on either side. Nothing like that. Bit surprising too, like for the bear. Throwing a Solar Crest on the bear can be super good versus PO and versus Legion. They're looking for the bear kill.
Yeah, they are.
Not the real hero.
They drag it in. They are going all in on the bear. Jump for Sam H.
Sam H is like, I want to duel it.
Radiant's bottom
tower
is
get that
under
bear done.
attack.
At the same time, down bottom, a lot of split push pressure being
the
put
double
on by
catapults
Secret.
and the Alacrity catapult. Look at it, just chunked that tower down.
Yes, they get the tier 3 and they get themselves out. Puppey with the TP away, mid-one with the backup down the lane. He'll get himself away from it all. Cuckoo's being sent back to hold it off. The rest of TNC staying in the middle lane. We'll see if they can get any sort of trade. Obviously here they've already taken down the tier 3. They're looking for the rat. Moving in and again sending illusions in onto the bear. They've got the torrent to hold it back. Draw. Trolling Raven. Sending him away, and again, looks like TNC...
They get him trading melee racks with those double catapults.
Mid-one's doing it. The pressure that this Invoker can put on, as you say with the Alacrity, he just clears the whole...
Alacrity catapult,
be allowed to happen.
Alacrity catapult, it's like 300 damage per hit on buildings.
TNC are going to be disappointed heavily as Secret just outplay them there with that maneuver. And TNC, they're into the pit, but we've seen them mess around with Roshan and not finish it time and time again, and I think this may be another time of that. As Secret are there to contest it.
They're smoked up.
Maybe just the pace of this game, one decision can really set the pace of this stage. And here we have the leading. Tora comes out, isn't going to connect. Sunstrike will be duped as Raven doppelgangers himself outside of the pit.
The Roche is very low this time now. It's 1800 HP. This is an Aegis and Cheese as well. Mid one continuing the split push, kind of trying to force some reaction over there. The Raven goes back in the pit with the DD.
It's very close to going
HP.
down. Flame Break looking to knock Raven outside the pit. It's not going to happen. Global Silence comes out trying to secure it. They won't get the snatch. Kezu tried to jump in to take it, but TNC will get Roshan, and they will get the Aegis in the hands of the PL.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know, it does suck for Secret that TNC does get that, but they got a melee Rax.
They got the full Rax. I mean, I think they're fine. They're happy with that. And we're seeing, as you say, mid one could do so much with this split push pressure. Cuckoo really has to be on top of pushing these lanes out. He has to make sure that there's no chance for Secret to get in and do that again, take a second set of racks, because even despite how far the PL is, it's not really the best kind of lineup to push these stronger creeps back out if Secret do get ahead like this.
Might be a long one on.
Both teams really settling in for the long haul. Lone Druid versus PL.
Aghanim's finished up on the Lone Druid now too, so he can actually push lanes out a lot better. Mid lane looks like he's trying to get aggressive on the Theban here, but who's getting aggressive on who? That bear looks like it's pretty damn dead.
Yeah, with the hexes coming out for Cuckoo, they will claim the bear kill. 300. Down. Really want to try and get a set of racks to sort of equalize the situation. As
Radiant's
back
top
again in that
shrine
mid
is
lane.
under attack.
They've just made it so hard for TNC to get anything done with that lead that they've had. It's now started to turn around. Only a 3k lead now at this stage for TNC, which coming up to the 50-minute mark really is nothing at all.
Yeah, and mid one is just continuing the split push now. He's even taking out Shrines with the Forge Spirit, so TNC's starting to feel like, okay, we have Aegis Cheese. We have to get something out of this Aegis Cheese because we lost that bottom Rax. They're heavily committing now onto the high ground, going for this Rax.
So mid one, yeah, he's just continuing to split. He's working on that tier 2 up the top. I should say the Shrine as well being taken down by him.
Radiant's top tower is under
And
attack.
they just don't need mid one on defense.
They're
They're going to try and catch him. They're going to try and kill him. Can they find him here in the tree line? Pop the BKB, but there's the duel. They lock him down, catch him out. They should indeed get the kill, and they do. That's mid one down for 80 seconds. Unfortunately, he now picks up the Lincoln Sphere. If only he had that then, he would have been fine. But he's got it ready for next time.
He was so close to getting the... He had, like, I think, a little bit less than half a second on the Blink Dagger as well, but yeah, perfect by Sam H. And Sam H does get his second duel victory of the game.
Hey, there we go. Cuckoo, he's ready to play with Yapzor. Jumps forward. There will be the reflect there with the Lotus Orb sending it back. Yapzor trying to duke it out with the Glimmer Cape. Has the stomp revved up as well, but the second Hex is quick in again. They do get the catch. Yapzor nowhere to run, nowhere to hide as he gets brought back by the X-Mark. They'll take him down. This is a defense now where Secret is starting to heavily fall apart. Puppey gets forced back. Cuckoo's found with the laser, takes him down. Immediate buyback from Puppey and Yapzor. If they look to hold this, Raven back onto the high ground. Hasn't quite got the creeps there to remove the backdoor protection. Still 35 seconds to beat without mid one. We'll see how well they can hold here. Raven brought down to half health just as to back up, heal up with the Heart of Tarask. Back in. Full lineup of TNC forcing down this lane. It's such a slow siege on these racks as we've seen. These racks have been up for forever. Now jumping from Kezu, so he can get lasso, doesn't quite get the target. Raven with the illusion spam, keeping Secret at bay. Sleep comes down onto 3. They'll finally get the rain tracks. Oh, flying through there. Massive one from Yapzor. Clips onto 3, bringing TNC down incredibly low. The Torrent holds back the bear. The boat won't quite connect. The bear being brought down low, but Raven, they can't finish off the melee rack. Somehow, amongst it all, they just don't have the damage for the structures, TNC. They do great at killing heroes, but when it comes to taking down buildings and barracks, it's just not in their forte. The melee wreck stand and Secret hold them off, despite being a period where mid one was down for a minute and a half.
Yeah, the double buybacks just coming in clutch there by
This is the big catch. Kezu, he's found Cuckoo, drags him back into the clutches of mid one. Cuckoo will try and walk it off, but he's not getting anywhere.
Oh, he gets the Bloodstone off though.
Get the deny though.
Oh, that was like, I think he was like 8 HP or 10 HP.
Is down for 50. He does have buyback, Cuckoo. We'll see if Secret can force it out. If they can force it out and take him down again, it could be the game. Still, you just got to feel the frustration from TNC. Still unable to claim a melee
Radiant's
rack.
middle tower
Here comes
is
the
under
Alacrity
attack.
Bear.
Indeed is the push. Raven straight to the bear. Caught out by the tornado. Yamsor looking for the stomp. Follow up. It's going to be juked out by the doppelganger. Raven keeps himself fine. Pushes the lane back out. The Secret do take the tier 2. Puppy, the frostbite. Maxistyle, get himself out of there, Raven. Geez, Shadowblade picked up by MP.
The full split.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
TNC have
attack.
Cuckoo back in 5 seconds.
Radiant's
Now level
bottom
20,
shrine
120
has
GPM.
fallen.
We have to step up on some of these items. Indeed, as you mentioned, maybe you expect to see a Lotus Orb again come out. They're going to be absolutely huge at this stage of the game. Lots of money on MP as well. He's got 5.4k gold in the bank.
Gets the BKB, so he can actually be able to siege. It's a DD Bear right now going toward the bottom lane. He's just trying to force the wave out as much as possible, while mid one pushes out top. With that BKB and Lincoln's mid one is very hard to actually catch out now.
Radiant's
You know,
top
have
tower
they got any
is
other
under
ways of
attack.
popping the BKB? I don't think there's just the duel, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no other way to break
No.
it through.
Get that
If the
BKB out
BKB's
first.
off, yep.
Yeah.
No way for them to get it.
Radiant's
Until
top
the Abyssal
tower
Blade
has
comes out
been
for the
denied.
PL, which is the next item of choice.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's close to having money, and I guess probably wanting to save for the buyback at this state.
Yeah.
I mean, Raven, of course, this whole game still yet to die. He's 8-0.
Yeah, it's 8-0.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, these guys put up the numbers every time. Put them in your fantasy. They always end up having great kill-death assist ratios.
Zeus starting to sweep back down along this bottom lane. Has to be careful here. Dooku close to spotting him there with the Shiva's guard. Kezu just thinking about going in. He's got the Shadow Blade. See if he can get some sort of a catch there.
They've got Gem on Tims. They actually spotted him for a
Kezu's already
moment.
getting out of there. He realizes that he's in trouble. And he will force and blink himself back to safety. Himself out of the clutches of TNC.
Forcing reaction though. Now he knows. Now they know that like 3 or 4 heroes are bottom. So you see mid one continue up on top.
This will
Spirit
come in
keeps
handy.
forcing in mid by Yapsor with the stomp. Everybody on Secret seeming to get just a bit pressure now as this goes down. Still been pretty much stuck. Still for TNC lead, but yeah, not a crazy margin. Just a 5,000 gold lead.
It's just the way in at this stage of the
Radiant's
late game.
courier
Secret
has
just
been killed.
seem to be playing that little bit smarter in making TNC react to them.
Yeah.
Secret haven't really had to
Dyer's
do much
bottom
recently in
tower is
terms of
under
reacting
attack.
to that of TNC. It's constantly just TNC being forced back by the split push pressure. And you know, who would have thought it, but the mid one Invoker split push is seeming to be much more threatening than that of the Cuckoo Tinker at this stage.
Yeah, he can. Well, Invoker can at least threaten the building. So
That's
the thing is
true.
that Tinker can't threaten. When it's set up for top,
They need to try and catch this Invoker. But as we said, it's so hard to do so now.
they had to pass the gem off now to Sam H so he can go for those duels because he went top and there was just an instant ghost walk and he's okay. Well, so it was good for them to give that to him, and hopefully they'll be able to look and clean up those wards that Secret did just place with that moment of time that they had to get out of their base. They have 3 very aggressive wards placed up.
I mean, even then as well, you know, Sam H, even if he doesn't pop the BKB, he's not actually got any item to pop the link.
Yeah, I mean,
He's not got a halberd or anything as such.
he has to pretty much like be silver edged on top of where the Invoker is going to be, and then the Tinker walks up, breaks
Yes.
it, and then they get the duel off. Yeah.
Instantly. Such a hard catch there. Top.
Definitely.
In the neighborhood, mid one pushing out a bit. Got a bit of a venture. See if he can find somebody. He'll get eyes onto Tim's. See if he gets tempted. It doesn't look like he will. He's playing it safer, but he doesn't want to unnecessarily reveal his position. Maybe if he's got a +1, he can. He's going to head up. Sam H moving around. Sam H, okay, bringing in the Tinker. Was 2's upon it, but already mid one on the retreat. Quickly out of there.
Yeah.
And
So that's their
sure
plan
it's
then. With the bots 2, they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Bots 2, Silver Edge, or Shadow Blade plays with the duel.
Hard to do though, of course, with this gem on Kezu.
Yeah, certainly. And during all this, it's also MP just setting his bear down bottom and continuing the split push. So every time TNC does look to get aggressive, their waves start to heavily push in. And every 5 minutes, it's those double catapult waves.
Well, down bottom, here we have
They get
it.
the
Managed
hex,
to
they
proc the
break the
Lincolns.
Lincolns.
There's the jump forward. Mid one in trouble with the control from Tims and the duel. They'll get the kill. That's going to be mid one down.
That's godlike, and they're going to clean up the bear too.
Big catch from TNC. Exactly what they've been trying to do for the last 10 minutes or so, it feels. Just finding mid one, taking him down.
They've got the game plan. Like, that's their plan now. Just use the boots of travel on those Shadow Blades to get the pickoffs on the split pushers.
And taking down one of those big cores, obviously forcing out the buyback would be the dream. Roshan is up, so TNC could just play it for that one. They're already sending the PL into the pit, so it looks like they are going to do it that way. And with no Invoker, yeah, Raven and 4037 should be able to take this meeting.
Yeah, their damage on the Roshan is getting better because 1437 is doing a chunk of damage now. Doing like almost 250 pure damage per hit with those glaives.
So Secret aren't going to be able to stop this.
He's not actually using it.
Aegis and G's in the pockets. TNC, let's see if they can finally get that melee racks. Coming up to the 1 hour mark. It's game 1 between Secret and TNC. Still definitely capable of going both ways. Oh, that's a catch. Jumps in, gets Yapsor. Yapsor going to keep himself alive. Did get the glimmer cape off in time. Closes all bad upon himself. Goes to the high ground, but the lasers and rockets fly through. Cuckoo takes the kill. And now ready to look for more. Goes Scepter on Puppy. Isn't going to save him too much as the Diffuser Blade comes through from Raven. They take down the CM, and that's going to be 3 dead on Secret. They do not have buyback.
4 seconds.
Will get beaten down by MP. There's the buyback from Yaps. Yaps back in, and yeah, you're back on. They can get Puppy back into the game if they feel the need to do so, and they will. They're buying back. They're looking to do their best to hold this. BKB's out on the side of TNC. 4037 is not enough to save him though as he gets taken down. They try and turn towards the rags, but Raven's getting beaten down upon by the space. Trying to man up. He's got to be careful, Raven. Gets caught out by the Yapsor ult. As the split comes through, that's going to be the Aegis out and down. Can they kill him a second time? Cuckoo goes forward with the frostbite there, and the snap there from Yapsor. Stapler punches through the head of the Tinker. He'll buy back Cuckoo, trying to get back in and stuck him with Raven as he goes in with his second life from the Aegis. MP being forced back to the base. Low on health and mana. Sam H coming back forward. Does have a duel if he sees the opportunity, but Raven getting brought down at the doppelganger, trying to get his way out of it, but he gets moved down by Puppy.
Oh, Cuckoo's in trouble.
And now Cuckoo's got caught out. This is looking to be a dieback on the Tinker. No way to save him. Cuckoo's down for 100 seconds. Raven, he's brought back as well. He's looking towards MP, but MP with the hood keeps himself safe. Up the high ground, the illusion's still bringing him down. It's not quite enough damage. Raven caught up by the storm. Now we'll turn his attention towards Yapsor, but the AoE deafening blast from mid one forcing both Tims and Raven away. The tornado from the low ground. Mid one's found out Raven. This is a massive kill. If they can take Raven, this will be a dieback on Cuckoo and Raven. He's trying to get himself away. There's the doppelganger outside of the frostbite and the root, but it's not going to pay off. He's down. There's double kill for mid one. This could be, I mean, it should be game with no Tinker for a minute, no Legion for 80 seconds, no PL for 2 minutes nearly.
Oh, what did they? Oh my God, they really wanted to force it so badly, but they didn't even kill the melee racks.
They didn't even kill the melee racks.
Aegis, that was Cheese, that was the double buyback. They
Radiant's
super
middle
commit on it,
tower
and they
is
still
under
can't.
attack.
Did Legion actually buy back too? Wait, Legion bought back too and came back into the fight. That was triple dieback.
And that's 4037 dead as well. Caught out by the lasso. He has got his buyback available.
That's the game.
They are going straight for tier 4s. They're going straight for GG Secret, and they'll get it. GG is called as TNC tap out. And in a game where it just went to the 1 hour mark, Secret just kept their composure that little bit better. As if TNC, despite having a strong early game and a relatively strong mid game, they just didn't know how to close it up. The Secret just played the smarter moves.
Yeah, they played really well around their shrines. That's the things that ended up saving like 2 of them in that last following engagement. But overall, yeah, Secret played really good, but more patient it seemed like.
A
TNC,
lot of patience
especially toward the
Secret.
end, seemed like they got a little bit impatient. And we can see Theban, he's probably telling them, he's like, guys, come on, like, we had this game. It seemed like even he was scaling very hard. It did seem like it could have gone either way at any point in this one. Just, yeah, like we said, a little bit more perseverance, a little bit more composure from Secret allows them to take this one.
Very, very close game indeed, and I mean, it's got to be just that last minute of play where those buybacks were being thrown in. I mean, I guess that TNC felt that was their last stand. I mean,
I guess so, right?
You think they could have played that last fight a little safer, or do you think maybe the game was over anyway?
We don't know what's going on in their comms, right? So we can say a lot of things from hindsight, from like the
maybe he gets lucky on the
view,
Riptide Rumble. Come on, give that man at least a 1K. Come on. Where's it go? Oh, it's going to be a 500, isn't it? Oh, that's a feels bad, man. Gaben, please have mercy on TNC. But they're going to be back for game 2, of course. Secret versus TNC will be next up, and 2, but Secret, of course, taking game 1. Quite the game as well, 60 minutes, not a lot of blood, only 20-17 in 2017. We'll see what happens in game 2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.